My name is Jimmy Dorrell. I'm a professor at Truett Theological Seminary, and I have the privilege to teach a class called Christian Community Development. Community development is a model that has been around a long time, but unfortunately most churches today tend to work from a relief model where we just give people things instead of a development model which says the people with the problem must be a part of the solution to the problem. In other words, if I'm really empowering my own children to be adults, I've got to help them with their lessons, but I can't do their lessons for them. And so this class will talk about outreach, but it's not the traditional kind of outreach that just goes and distributes information over a short period of time and expects people to change. And the class that I teach is a whole class on how you not only move from giving people things to empowering them, but also the background of why we do it the way we do. We call it the Great Reversal. We talk about things that have happened historically that have pushed us in this division between social action and evangelism when they're really both together. But the class itself will help students and anybody that takes it to understand that real helping is empowering people. The people with the problem must be a part of the solution to the problem. So the transformation process is slow. People don't change quickly. They're like all of us, we mature in time, but the class teaches you how to do that, and we use a lot of different ways to help people know what practically community development looks like. For us in our work here in the community of Waco, we have been able to do a lot of projects. Our program has 16 different kinds of action steps that has happened around the city. Perhaps one of my favorite projects through these years has been the Jubilee Food Market. We were in a food desert, and with the help of the neighborhood and their discussions and their parts with us, we took an old convenience store and made it into a full grocery store that is a nonprofit store in a low-income neighborhood so that they could have healthy and affordable food. We have a homeless shelter, but it's not just a place to stay, it's a place to help teach job training skills. We have social workers, we have a free clinic. We do alcohol and drug rehabilitation for those men and women that have struggled with addiction. We have different kinds of ways that they can get empowered to become job ready. And through the years, because we've been doing this a long time, we have seen people who were children in our program now graduate and go on to good jobs or come back and even work for us in this community. It is a long haul kind of ministry, and we teach students that people need relationships, and we teach them how do you relate. If you're black or white or brown, you're dealing with different kinds of cultural issues. We talk about those and how people communicate differently. We look at ways to engage people instead of just dumping information on them. How do we help them slowly take responsibility for themselves? So it's a great ministry. Having done this now for 40 years, I have seen the fruit of this kind of ministry and can tell you stories all day long of those people whose lives have been changed. And so it is that working together with people for them to take responsibility at the level they're able to. It always involves dignity and what we call imago Dei, the image of God, working out of this sense that God created them to be all that they should be. And community development shows you how to get there. When a student walks out of the class, whether they make an A or a B or a C, we're hoping that these become practical skills that not only change the individuals, but also change the community through programs and formats that help empower the poor in their own community.